Do you know that moment when we look around our own house and feel a weight in the air? Things even seem to be in place, but inside, something is disorganized. The money comes in, but goes away fast. People inside the home live tense, arguing for small things. You dedicate yourself, try to keep everything in order, but it seems that nothing flows. I know, and it's not just you. Many women write me saying, I clean, I pray, I effort, but my house is still loaded. Why? And the answer is often in the invisible energy that accumulates at certain points in the home. These are forgotten corners, input doors of bad vibrations, scraps of envy left by visits, unresolved hurts that saw cloud over the house. But it is also in these places that we can activate a point of light. And today, you will learn how to use a simple element, salt benedict, to turn this weight into protection. With faith in Saint Rita, which intercedes for impossible causes, and a powerful attitude, you will open a new energy in your home. Because when you unite faith, intent, and action, the universe obeys. And if you feel that you are tired of fighting alone, you want to see your house light, your ways open, and your soul in peace, stay with me to the end. What you will learn today may be the beginning that you so silently asked for. Before we continue, if this content has already touched your heart in any way, if you believe that spirituality can transform your life and home, subscribe here on the channel now. Here we talk about faith, protection, home energy, and open paths. And every week there is a new video to help you live with more light, peace, and purpose. Subscribe, activates the bell, and be part of this current of transformation. Now tell me here in the comments, what area of your life do you feel like? It can be money, health, relationship, peace at home. Write down here a word that represents what you want to unlock. Because when you write, you declare. And when you declare with faith, the universe begins to act. I will read each comment and put you all in prayer with Saint Rita. Then comment now. Don't watch silent. This is for you to live, not only listen. But first, let me share something that can surprise you. Last month, I received more than 300 messages from viewers who experienced exactly this ritual. The stories they shared were nothing less than miraculous. Financial advances after months of struggle, sudden resolution of family conflicts that lasted years, protection against negative influences that drained their energy. A woman wrote that, after putting sal bento in the energy corner of her home, she received an unexpected job offer in 2 weeks. Another family reported that his home, which seemed heavy and uncomfortable for years, suddenly became a place of peace and joy. They are not coincidences. There is a spiritual science behind this practice that we are about to explore together. So get your notebook, because you will want to remember every detail of what we are about to find out. Let's start on the basis of this practice. Benedict salt, or sal benedict, as it is known in many spiritual traditions. Salt has been recognized in various cultures and religions as a powerful purifying agent for thousands of years. But we are not talking about common kitchen salt here. We are talking about salt that was consecrated through prayer, intention, and spiritual preparation. Salt power goes far beyond its physical properties. In the spiritual kingdom, salt acts as a purifier and natural protector. It absorbs negative energies, neutralizes harmful vibrations, and creates an energy barrier against unwanted influences. Upon entering a space where sal benedict was placed correctly, you can literally feel the difference in the atmosphere. The air gets cleaner, lighter, and quieter. But this is where the thing is really interesting. The effectiveness of salt is not just the salt itself. It is the intention, faith, and spiritual energy infused in it during the process of blessing. When salt is bent with genuine devotion and specific prayers, it becomes a channel for divine protection. It becomes a simple mineral into a powerful spiritual tool. This leads us to the incredible role of Saint Rita de Cassia in this practice. If you don't know Saint Rita, get ready to be surprised by your story. Born in 1381 in Italy, Rita faced all the imaginable challenges during her life. She was married to an abusive husband, lost her children to violence, and endured years of suffering that would have destroyed most people. Even so, despite everything, she maintained an unshakable faith and became known for her ability to intercede in seemingly impossible situations. Santa Rita is often called the saint of the impossible causes, and for a good reason. She specializes in situations where all hope seems lost. Troubled weddings, financial crises, family conflicts, health problems that doctors cannot solve, legal battles that seem invincible. When people run out of all other options, they resort to Saint Rita, and sometimes she performs miraculous interventions. But Rita's power is not just about problem solving. It is also known as a powerful protector of homes and families. She understands the challenges of home life because she experienced them. She knows what it's like to feel insecure in her own home, undergo financial difficulties, and worry about the well-being of the family. This is why she responds so hard to the requests for protection and prosperity of the home. By combining salt with the intercession of Santa Rita, you create a spiritual fortress around your home. Salt provides the energy base, while Santa Rita provides divine connection and protection. Together they form an incredibly powerful combination that can transform the entire spiritual atmosphere of your home. Now, let's talk about the specific corner of your home where this salt needs to be placed. This is not arbitrary. Each home has a spiritual geography, and certain areas naturally attract or repel different types of energy. The singing we are looking for is known in various spiritual traditions, such as the protection singing or the corner of abundance. To find this corner, you need to understand the energy flow of your home. Stay in front of the front door, facing your house. The leftiest corner of this position is usually the singing of wealth and the protection of your home. This area governs financial prosperity, family security, and spiritual protection. By putting salt in this corner, you are activating these energies and inviting Santa Rita's protection to the most powerful energy position of your home. But there is more to consider than just the physical place. The moment you put the salt is crucial. The most powerful moment is during the crescent moon, when lunar energy is accumulating and growing. This amplifies the protective and attracting properties of salt prosperity. Tuesday is considered the most effective day of the week for this ritual, as it is traditionally associated with the intercession of Santa Rita. The preparation process is as important as the placement. You cannot simply take salt from your kitchen and expect miraculous results. Salt must be properly blessed and loaded with spiritual energy. See exactly how to do this. Start by gaining sea salt or salt, as they keep their natural energy better than processed kitchen salt. Put the salt in a clean bowl or plate. Put your hands on salt and start with a prayer of purification. Ask the divine blessing on salt and ask it to be loaded with protective energy. Visualize a white light around the salt, purifying it from any negative influences and filling it with divine power. Then invoke the presence of Santa Rita. Talk to her like a trusted friend. Explain your situation, your concerns, your hopes for protection and prosperity. Ask it to bless salt and make it a channel for your intercession in your home. This personal connection is crucial. Santa Rita responds to sincere requests, not empty rituals. The prayer you use can be your own words or a traditional invocation. The most important thing is that it comes from your heart and expresses your faith in the power of Santa Rita to protect and provide. Spend at least 10 minutes in prayer over the salt, allowing your intention and faith to dispel it with spiritual energy. Once salt is blessed, it's time to put it. Take the salt to the protective corner of your home. Clean the area of any disorder or negative items. Put the salt in a clean or direct container on the floor if the area is clean. When putting it, repeat your prayer to Santa Rita and visualize a protective shield expanding that corner to wrap your whole home. Salt must remain in place for at least 21 days. During this time, you can notice gradual changes in the atmosphere of your home. The energy may seem lighter and calmer. You can sleep better, feel more relaxed, or notice that conflicts at home decrease. These are signs that salt is working and that Santa Rita's protection is taking effect. But the power of this practice goes beyond simple physical placement. True magic happens when you maintain a consistent spiritual connection with both salt and Santa Rita. Every morning, book a moment to recognize the presence of salt in your home. Thank Santa Rita for her protection and ask for her continuous intercession throughout the day. This daily practice maintains and strengthens protective energy. I want to share some specific testimonies that demonstrate the incredible power of this practice. Maria, from Sao Paulo, wrote me to tell me that, after putting Sal Benedict in the corner of her home, her husband, who had been unemployed 8 months ago, suddenly received 3 job offers in a week. She could not believe the sudden change in her financial situation. Another spectator, Carlos from Mexico, shared that his family had been facing constant discussions and tensions for years. A few days after the implementation of this ritual, the atmosphere in your home has completely changed. Family members have become more patient with each other, conversations became more peaceful, and their home has truly become a sanctuary of love and understanding. Perhaps the most remarkable was Sandra's account in Brazil, who had been fighting what she described as spiritual attacks. She was constantly exhausted, had nightmares, and felt negative presence in her home. After putting Salt Benedict in his protective singing and maintaining daily prayers to Saint Rita, these disturbances ceased completely. She reported feeling spiritually protected and energetically restored. These are not isolated incidents. The combination of Saint Rita's salt and intercession creates a powerful spiritual dynamics that addresses multiple-level problems. Physical challenges, emotional struggles, financial difficulties, and spiritual attacks are under the jurisdiction of Saint Rita, and Sal Bento provides the energy base for her work in her life. But let's address something important. This practice requires genuine faith and consistent spiritual engagement. It is not a magic trick or a quick solution. It is a spiritual discipline that connects you with divine protection and abundance. Salt itself is just a tool. True power comes from your relationship with Saint Rita and her faith in divine intervention. Some people ask about the difference between this practice and other spiritual rituals. What makes Sal Bento de Santa Rita so special? The answer lies in Rita's unique spiritual authority and her specific mission to help families and homes. Unlike general protection rituals, this practice explores Rita's specialized power on domestic issues, financial difficulties, and family protection. Saint Rita's intercession is particularly powerful because she has conquered her spiritual authority through suffering and perseverance. She intimately understands human struggles and has the spiritual power of intervening in situations that seem hopeless. When you invoke your protection through Salt Benedict, you are not just performing a ritual. You are establishing a spiritual partnership with one of the most powerful defenders in heaven. The placement of salt in the protective corner of your home also creates what spiritual practitioners call energy anchor. This means that Santa Rita's protection is permanently established in his life space. Unlike temporary spiritual practices that require constant renewal, this creates a lasting base of protection and prosperity. As the days go with salt in place, you may notice subtle but significant changes. Unexpected opportunities may arise. Difficult situations can be resolved more easily. People with negative intentions can naturally see themselves avoiding their home. Financial resources can start flowing more freely. All of these are signs that Santa Rita's protection is actively acting in your life. The key to maximizing the effectiveness of this practice is to maintain daily spiritual connection. Every morning, recognize the presence of Santa Rita in your home. Thank her for her protection and ask for her continuous intercession. This daily practice strengthens the spiritual bond and ensures that its protection remains active and powerful. Some families choose to replenish the salt monthly, blessing the new salt and discarding the old salt, burying it on the earth, or dissolving it in running water. This renewal process can be especially powerful at times of specific challenges or when you want to strengthen protective energy in your home. Allow me to share a last testimony that perfectly illustrates the transforming power of this practice. Roberto from Colombia wrote to tell me that his family had been fighting a series of misfortunes that seemed to chase them wherever they were. Commercial bankruptcy, health problems, relationship conflicts, and financial losses have plagued them for years. After implementing the ritual of blessed salt with devotion to Santa Rita, the whole situation began to change. In 3 months, Roberto's business recovered. His wife's health has dramatically improved, and his family relationships recovered. Most remarkable, they felt surrounded by an invisible shield of protection they had never experienced before. These transformations do not happen by chance. They occur because the intercession of Santa Rita, combined with the purifying power of Sal Benedict, creates a spiritual environment where divine blessings can flow freely. By establishing this practice in your home, you are not just asking for protection. You are creating the spiritual conditions necessary for miracles to manifest in your life. Now, let's conclude with a powerful prayer that you can use to establish this practice in your own home. If you are about to put salt for the first time or want to renew your spiritual connection with Santa Rita, this prayer will help you explore all the power of this incredible practice. Saint Rita de Cassia, an intercessor miraculous and protective of homes and families, I come before you today with full faith in your power to transform my life space into a sanctuary of divine protection and abundant blessings. Just as you endured every challenge with unshakable faith, I ask for your strength and intercession in my own life. I put this blessed salt in the protective corner of my home, knowing that, through its powerful intercession, it will become a shield against all negative influences, a magnet for prosperity, and a channel for divine blessings. Saint Rita, you who are known to make the impossible possible, I ask you to extend your protective cloak over my home and my family. May this salt absorb all negative energy, neutralize all harmful intention, and create an atmosphere of peace, love, and abundance. May your intercession open doors that were closed, resolve conflicts that seemed impossible, and bring financial blessings that exceed my expectations. I commit to maintaining this practice with devotion and faith, knowing that through its powerful intercession, my home will become a place where miracles manifest and divine blessings flow freely. Saint Rita, I deposit my confidence in you completely, knowing that you will never abandon those who invoke her with a sincere heart. Keep my home, protect my family, and guide us toward prosperity and peace that only divine intervention can provide. May your blessed presence be felt in every corner of our home, bringing healing where there was pain, abundance where there was need, and hope where there was despair. Thank you, Santa Rita, for your constant intercession and protection. I know that with your help, my home will become a fortress of divine blessings, where your miraculous power will transform all aspects of our lives. Amen. Upon completion of today's exploitation of this powerful spiritual practice, I want you to remember that now has a knowledge that can completely transform your space and your life. The combination of salt and Santa Rita's intercession is not just a ritual. It is a gateway to divine protection and prosperity, tested and proven by numerous families over generations. The testimonies you heard today are just the beginning. By implementing this practice with genuine faith and consistent devotion, you will discover for yourself the incredible power of Santa Rita's intercession. Your home will become more than just a place where you live. It will become a sanctuary where divine blessings manifest themselves and miracles will become a regular part of their experience. Start today. Prepare your salt with a sincere prayer. Find the protective singing of your home. Put the salt with total faith in Santa Rita's power to transform your life. Keep the daily spiritual connection through prayer and gratitude, and prepare to witness the miraculous changes that begin to unfold in your home and in your life. Remember, Santa Rita specializes in impossible causes and miraculous transformations. By inviting her to your home through this sacred practice, you open your life to possibilities you never imagined. Trust in your power, keep your faith, and prepare to experience the incredible blessings that await you.